Good morning, future and fellow weirdo of the flock. How are you? It's okay. Take your medicine and listen. I'm going to tell you what happened. The KOJ, the new one, decides he wants to fix God's house. And he's like, take the money from the church and fix God's house. I don't want to hear it. Take it and fix God's house. So they're fixing God's house, right? And as they're fixing God's house, they find the Bible and they give it to the high priest Shaphan. And Shaphan is like, oh, we got to show the king. So they show the king, and the king's like, read it to me. So they read him Das Bible. And I kind of wonder how they read it to him. If they read him it word for word, because I am assuming that's what they did, because that dude freaked out worse than I did when I read the beginning of the Bible. I was like, oh, these people are assholes. And I bet he's thinking the same thing because he told them, God is pissed as fuck. You guys are assholes. And so he goes to a prophetess. Well, he sends people. He was too cowardly to go to himself. And that's what pisses me off about this KOJ. Because at least the other ones kind of went, to hear it themselves. But he did not. He sent somebody else to find out. And the prophetess, oh my God, that's a real life thing. But okay. The prophetess is like, yeah, God's mad as fuck. But because this guy read Das Bible and is like, what the fuck? He'll be fine. But I am still gonna fuck these people up. Just like I did Israel. They thought I was playing. I wasn't playing. You think I'm playing, I wasn't playing. So they come back and he's like, okay, we gotta celebrate unsubscribed baby day. So he tells the people, we have to celebrate this because, yeah, God. So they celebrate Passover, and they haven't celebrated Passover since Moses. So they do that. Well, since Moses and slightly after he died, they haven't really celebrated unsubscribed baby day. But they're going to celebrate that now again. Because the KOJ said, yeah, we have to do this. And then later on in the story, for some reason, Assyria, Egypt, and Judah, the werewolves, began to fight. And for some reason, the king of Egypt, killed the KOJ. And the KOJ's brother, his first brother, becomes king. And Egypt's like, no, this guy sucks. So they put him in an Egyptian jail and he dies. So his little brother becomes king. And uh, Egypt is okay with this guy and made a super tax. But the king did not give his stuff for taxes. He made the people, not even collectively, individually, give the king of Egypt this super tax. And that's where we left off and where we are picking up. I am Nikki K the Great, and this is the party pad. Yeah, yeah. Listen, listen. Come on in. Stop right on the other side of the dishwasher. and grab you some keep other people alive juice. I made the protein kind. There's a blender full of it, so if you need protein, you can have some because I share and I do good job. So, and then come this way and sit right there while we still have it because all of this stuff is about to get rearranged. And it's going to be super rearranged behind me, like super messy, because I'm not moving this or any of the cords. Because it's a lot of shit. I'm not moving it again until it's going to be permanent again. So, come on in. I rolled you a joint and I packed you a bowl and rolled you a cigarette. So, come on in. Come on in. Because we are about to smoke it, drink it, read it. We have good time. Okay, chapter 24. In his days, Nebuchadnezzar, okay, king of Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon. I have a theory about this guy, mostly because the people this Bible is based on, also written by those same people, have a tendency to fucking lie. Also lie in real life as well as in this book. I believe, okay, so the personalities of the Middle East is extreme violence at all times, and all they do is talk shit. But none of them believe the way Nebuchadnezzar believes. Like, Nebuchadnezzar is like, oh God, I really believe. Nebuchadnezzar is Asian. I do not believe at all for 1 second that he is Middle Eastern. His personality does not fit in, not even with Egyptians does his personality fit in. His personality is more from the Asian side, not from the African side. So I personally believe Nebuchadnezzar is more Asian than anything just because of the way his personality is. And these people could be lying about his personality. But truly, I don't believe they lie about their enemy's personality. So, in my mind, Nebuchadnezzar is Asian. Feel free to tell me what your opinion is. You don't gotta say stupid shit about my opinion. What is your opinion? What do you think? Reading, as we read about Nebuchadnezzar's personality, it could change. But as of this second, right now, he's Asian. At least to me, anyway. It's more Asian than anything. So let's read about it and see. Okay. In his days, Nebuchadnezzar, the K.O.B, came up. So he wanted to fight Jehoiakim. Uh, no, came up. And Jehoiakim became his servant 3 years. Then he turned and rebelled against Nebuchadnezzar. So he's like, you suck. So I got to fight you. You suck. And the Lord sent against him bands of Chaldees Abraham was a Chaldean. Just saying. And bands of Assyrian, Moabites, Ammon, and he sent against Judah to destroy it. Okay, so he sent the Chaldeans, Assyrians, Moabites, Ammon against Judah. So God's like, okay, your enemies can win. See, God is playing Risk by himself. Why? I mean, I'm no good at playing Risk, so I can't play with God. Uh, I tried one time, and then, okay, I said I would play Candyland with God right before all this shit happened, transgender whatnots. And it's like, if that's playing Candyland, I lose because I lose. uh, but I'm mostly just kidding. I don't think that was Candyland. But in case it was, I lose. Um, but God's playing Risk by himself. He's like, okay, you know what? These guys can win. Why is he playing Risk by himself? Well, we did decide. Well, I decided God was too. Uh, well, Genesis decided God was too. And maybe his two people are playing against each other. Ah, man, this is wild. Okay, so he's like, you guys can lose. Uh, according to what he said by the prophets. I don't know when he said that. I don't know what exactly prophecy they're talking about. Oh, when people walk by, they'll be like, what the fuck? That's right. Surely, at the commandment of the Lord, this came upon Judah to remove them out of his sight for the sins of Manasseh, according to all he did. Okay, so he's punishing these people right now because of something that happened 3 kings ago. God, are you rewinding? All right, like all this is taped, and then are you rewinding like, oh yeah, this shit sucked. Okay, it's punishment time. Is that what's happening? Or are you like generations behind us? You're like, you know what? You guys can go for 4 generations and then I'm auditing your shit. Is that what's happening? Okay. So, anyway, these people are getting it good because of Manasseh. And also for the innocent blood that he shed. Because he filled Jerusalem with innocent blood, which the Lord would not pardon. Okay, so, what's happening? Oh, big guy, big guy. Listen, listen, listen. You know I love you, and you know what I think about this because I told you the first time. But I'm just saying, reading it the second time, it's like, why? Why? These people are just doing what they're told. uh, I know. That's not that's not an excuse to kill people. I understand. But this is a guy from generations ago. But I guess he did say at some point, yeah, I'm gonna hurt you until like the fourth generation. So I don't know. Once they're dead, it's not really hurting them though. Like it's not. It's not really. I mean, like you said, he's just doing what his daddy did, and the parents are the bearers of the fruit. Right? So why punish the kids? I don't understand. But okay, we know God's at least 4 generations behind us in time. Or he just rewinds. Something happens. Okay. Anyway, he killed innocent people and God was like, fuck this guy. Okay. Now the rest of the acts of Jehoiakim are in the Chronicles of Judah. And oh, and Jehoiakim died, and Jehoiakim, Jehoiakim. Okay, Jehoiachin. Okay, we're just gonna guess that's what that is. Uh, Jehoiachin, his son, reigned in his stead, and the king of Egypt did not go out any more of his land, for the king of Babylon had taken from the river of Egypt to the river Euphrates all that pertained to Egypt. So Nebuchadnezzar was like, run that with your pyramids like pimping. Okay. And Jehoiachin was 18 when he began to reign, and he reigned 3 months. And his mother's name was Nehushta, the daughter of Elnathan of Jerusalem. And he did evil. At the time, the servants of Nebuchadnezzar came up against Jerusalem, and the city was besieged. And Nebuchadnezzar, K.O.B, came against the cities, and his servants did besiege it. And Jehoiachin, the king of Judah, went to the king of Babylon, he and his mother, his servants, his princes, his officers, and the king of Babylon took him in the 18th year of his reign. Whose reign? Okay, Jehoiachin went 3 months, 18 years old, and he reigned in Jerusalem 3 months. So is it in the 18th year of Babylon? Okay, we're just gonna. And he carried out all the treasures of God's house, the treasure of the king's house, cut in pieces all the vessels of gold, which Solomon, K.O.I, made in the temple of the Lord, as the Lord had said. He carried away all of Jerusalem, every single person. None remained save the poorest sort of the people of the land. And he carried away Jehoiachin to Babylon, and the king's mother, all the people. Okay, so he carried all the people except for the poor people into Jerusalem to Babylon, and all the men of might, 7,000 craftsmen, smiths, 1,000 all that were ready for war. Even the king of Babylon brought captive to Babylon. So he took all the important people and left the poor people. He did not do that in Israel, though. He took all of Israel out and just moved people in there. The king of Assyria did. So Israel's been out of Israel for a long ass time. Okay. And the king of Babylon made Mattaniah, his father's brother, king in his stead, and changed his name to Zedekiah. Okay, so now the king of Judah is Babylonian, called Zedekiah. So, King Zedekiah is Babylonian. He was 21 years. He reigned 11 years in Jerusalem. And his mother is from Libnah. And he was evil, like evil as fuck. For through the anger of the Lord, it came to pass in Jerusalem and Judah, until he had cast them from the presence, that Zedekiah rebelled against the king of Babylon. Okay, so now he took all the rest of the people. He was like, you know what? All you people are going. All of you. So he cleared Judah of all the people. And Assyria took all the people of Israel. Okay, we are not gonna pause. Oh my God. We can finish this book right now. Oh, okay. I don't know what to do. We can finish it right now. Like literally right now. No, no. I talk too much. We gotta finish it tomorrow. Sorry. Okay. We're gonna end right here. So don't forget, keep your head down, your nose clean, your shoes tied. Learn word magic. Don't get ready. Stay ready. Love you. Bye.